everybody, it's Sharana Patrice, your go-to empowerment and lifestyle coach. And it is February, so this month I wanted to focus on two really important topics. So the first one is self-care, and the second one is self-love. Okay, so for me, these are two different topics, but they're very much related, okay? So I know that these two terms are used very interchangeably, but for me, I think there is a difference between the two, okay? So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about what self-care is versus what self-love is, and then talk to you about why that's important. And I'm also going to just give you a few questions to think about so that we can get prepared for the second video when we go more into depth about self-care and self-care practices, okay? So first, I want to just read you the dictionary.com definition of what self-care is, okay? So according to dictionary.com, self-care is the practice of taking action to preserve or improve one's own health, okay? Very important. And I'm going to take that a little bit further. So for me, self-care is really about your needs, right? So it's about getting what you need to feel peaceful, to feel calm, to feel relaxed. It's just like, you know, the basic things that you need to feel taken care of. And so as human beings, we all have basic needs, okay? But then you specifically as an individual, you may have needs, right, that are specific to you that you require to feel at peace or to feel less stressed and to feel less anxious, okay? So that's what I consider self-care, all right? Making sure that you take care of those needs. And then the importance of self-care, it's important that you take care of yourself because it sets the tone for how you relate to other people, okay? So I don't know if you guys have ever heard that term or have seen like the picture with like about filling your cup or making sure your cup is full, okay? So this is important because you need to make sure that your cup is full, but not just full, overflowing or kind of running over so that you can give to others, so that you can help others. And you don't give from your cup, you give from the overflow of your cup, okay? So you want to make sure your cup is always full. And if your cup is not full, meaning like you're not taking care of yourself or you're feeling stressed out, you have to figure out ways that you can fill your cup up, okay? But the goal is to not only fill it, but to make sure it's overflowing and overrunning, okay? So that's really, really important. All right. So next I want to talk about self-love. So according to dictionary.com, self-love is regard for one's own well-being and happiness, chiefly considered as a desirable rather than a narcissistic characteristic. Okay, so basically what that's saying is it's basically putting your health and well-being, making that a priority, but not necessarily in a selfish me kind of way. It's because you need to take care of yourself in order to be able to take care of others, right, or to give love to others. So that's what that means. And for me, self-love is really about cultivating acceptance and appreciation for who you are right now in this moment, okay? Not who you're gonna be when you lose 15 pounds, not who you're gonna be when you get that promotion at your job, not who you're gonna be when you get that brand new car, but for who you are right now in this moment, okay? And so the reason why this is important is because in order for you to love without conditions, right, or to, you know, practice unconditional love, you have to love yourself without judgment first, okay? So everything, if you notice, everything that you do within is to help cultivate what you push out into the world, okay? So you have to start within yourself first in order for you to see these things manifest outside, right? So with your loved ones or to people, you know, that you really care about, all right? So that's why this is important. Okay, so in video number 2, I'm going to talk more about self-care practices and, you know, kind of how you can start to focus on that in your day-to-day life. But really, before we get to that, I want you guys to focus on these 3 questions here, okay? So the first one is, what are my needs, okay? You need to figure out what your needs are first, okay? So that falls in line with self-care. What do I need, right? So again, there's basic needs that we all have, right? But you need to figure out, in addition to that, what do you need, okay? Second question, what makes me feel good and happy, okay? What makes you feel good? What makes you feel happy? If you have a hard time with what are your needs, focus on question number 2, what makes you feel good and what makes you feel happy, okay? Think about that. Third question is, what makes me feel loved? Okay, so back to this self-love. When do you feel most loved, or when have you felt most loved? What was the feeling? What was the mental state, okay? This is very much a mental and emotional practice, okay? All of this is mind, body, and spirit connection, okay? So there's mental, emotional, and physical things and spiritual things that need to be in alignment in order for you to practice self-care and to practice self-love, okay? But at the very basic, I need for you guys to like answer these questions, okay? In preparation for the next video. Okay, so if you like this content and you're feeling excited and you want to move on to video number 2, make sure you thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? And you can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook at SharronnaPatrice.com. And if you want more tips and just practical tools like this, you can subscribe to my email list, and you can do that on my website at SharronnaPatrice.com. All right? So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.